Well, hello, happy Sunday. This is the last Sunday of Advent. We're talking all about love. You guys, this past weekend, I finally got to see the movie King Richard. This is the story of the father of Venus and Serena Williams, two tennis legends, sisters raised by such a unique man. And I love the fact that in this film, they share that their dad had a 75-page plan for his kids, y'all, even before they were born. He had planned out their sports career, their education, the different languages that they would learn, all of that before they were born. And it reminds me that even before you and I were born, even before our kiddos who were born with special needs, even before they came to this earth, God had a plan for their life, for your life, for my life. And it's a beautiful thing to consider, because if you are willing to plan, that means that you're being intentional, you're being thoughtful, and that is rooted in love, because it's not just any plan, but it's a plan to give us hope, to give us a future. And we know that because that's what the Bible tells us in Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11. And so when we think about this Advent theme of love, y'all, for me, the fact that God had a plan, that is amazing. That is something that I've never really reflected on before this year. But Jesus came to earth, you guys, because God had a plan. Why did he have a plan? Because he loved us. How do we know that? Because in John 3:16, it says that for God so loved the world that he gave his one and only son. So because of his position of love, he gave. What did he give? He gave his best. And it's more than just a position of love, because God is love. And so if we know that love has a name and that love has a plan, our kids are in perfect hands. And so in closing, I want to just read one of my favorite passages that just reminds me of Christmas and all of the beauty and all of the wonder and just the depth of the gift that God brought to us. And it tells us right here in Isaiah chapter 9, verse 6, it says, "For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace." Let me tell you, we need all of these things raising our children with special needs. They are a gift. They are God's best. And no matter what this world tries to tell us about our kiddos, we can have faith knowing that they are part of God's plan. And so we can stay encouraged and we can help them reach their potential, because God has a plan for their life and God has a plan for our life as their parents. And so I pray that you all have a Merry Christmas and that you continue to just reflect on the true meaning of this season. And in this season where there's extra busyness and extra hustle, it can make raising a child with special needs sometimes even more challenging. But slow down, because at the end of the day, they are our priority, and we don't have to get caught up in all the things. Sometimes when our kids have sensory issues, they can't experience all of the fun things of Christmas, or they may not be able to. They can't experience all of the fun things of Christmas, or they may not be able to grasp, everything that's happening during this season. But man, oh man, they know love. And so as we reflect on love, be encouraged, and just know the true meaning for the season. And we can slow down and just be grateful that God had a plan for our life, because he loved us. So when life gets hard, when life gets challenging, when the journey gets rough, reflect on the fact that God has a plan to give you hope and a future.